What's up, Foundation? How y'all doing, man? I know I've been missing in action for a minute, but well, just a day. I missed a day, you know. But I'm back. I'm back. Y'all know I'm back. Oh, hold on, my little partner right here. Y'all ain't seen this cat. This my other cat, y'all. This my cat Titty. Say hi, Titty. Well, yeah, that's one of my bigger ones, y'all. Y'all seen Boy Boy and Girl Girl. I know y'all probably ain't seen Titty before. Now y'all seen Titty. That's my OG baby right there. I got another one bigger than Titty. Titty big though. I got one bigger than Titty. Big Maine Coon cat. Anyway, y'all, man, here it is on this bright Monday morning. Well, it ain't no bright Monday morning. It been raining like a big dog, y'all. But that's okay. I want to try to get a real quick story in real quick before I headed out to work. A lot of y'all know, like I say, I'm kind of, well, I ain't kind of, but I'm very religious. I believe in God. You know what I'm saying? I believe my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And, throughout the years, God done helped me a whole lot. God did a whole lot for me. It was some times that, probably couldn't have made it. And, he came through for me. This is one of them times, y'all. This is, not too much of like a gangster type story. But this is a story you can tell by the title when God stepped in and let me know that hey, you're doing too much. Either you're gonna have to sit down or I'm gonna sit you down. So yeah, man, I could tell you, man, this was 1987, y'all. I'm gonna give you the real year and all. It was 1987, and I can honestly say to me and to a whole lot of other people, 1987 was one of the most bloodiest years in South Central LA when it came to that gang banging, that gang life. Man, it was a lot of murders that year. It was a lot of drive-by shootings. It was a lot of assaults. It was just a lot of everything. Man, 1987 was probably the most dangerous, coldest year in the history of cripping and blooding in LA. Some people say 1992 or 93, one of them years, but no, I believe I can honestly tell you, 1987 wasn't no joke, wasn't no talking about it, wasn't no understanding, wasn't no nothing, man. Bullets was flying back and forth every which way, every day, all the time. Um, and I was right in the mix of it. You know what I'm saying? I was right in the mix of it. Like I say, dealing with YouTube politics, dealing with street politics, it's a lot of stuff that can be talked about. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that can't be talked about due to the statute of limitations on a lot of things. Um, I'll talk about some things and that won't put me in jeopardy of being accosted by them white folks. But 1987 was bad. 1987 was bad. This was a year me and my homeboy Crazy Ray we was out there wiggling, man. We was doing our thug thistle. You know what I'm saying? I miss my homie AIP, Crazy Ray, man. I miss him. I miss him bad, y'all. Miss him bad. Anyway, me and the homie, we was just doing our thing, man, and we was doing it to the point to where, at this time, I believe half of LA was looking for me and him. We weren't going home. We was sleeping in the car in alleys, hid out up under underpasses, and just to get some sleep. We both falling asleep in the car with our gun in our lap. Any little slight movement, what I'm saying, here come the gun, all that. This was a time during, man, our own homeboys were scared of us. This is a fact. You got something, man. Our own set was even scared of us then. They didn't even want us around. You couldn't find nobody that was willing to get in the car with me and Cuz that was willing to do nothing. I might come on, homie, let's ride with us. Oh no, they was coming up with excuses. I had one homeboy lean through the window one time. We talking about going to do something. Man, that fool looked up, talking about his mama calling him, and ran off down the street. Me and the homie would pull up. They get nervous, go to fidgeting. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't even, man, during this time. It was hard to even get females to talk to us because they were scared they was gonna get killed if they was in the car with us. If dudes knew, that we were a man or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They just didn't want nothing to do with us, period. We was doing the most. At this time, man, we was getting shot at every day almost, just riding up down the street. Cars pulling up on the side, busting on us. You know, cars chasing us, busting on us, you know, gas station busting at us, coming out liquor stores, trying to bust on us, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, we pulling up at gas station, busting on them. We pulling up at liquor stores, we busting on them. In traffic, if you pulled up on back at this time, if you pulled up on the side of my car, I was gonna hit you up. I was gonna throw the set up immediately off the rip. And if your eyes bucked the wrong way or you act like you was an enemy to what I was throwing up, I was dumping. No ifs, ands, or buts. I was dumping off the rip. You feel me? You know, at the time, you know, me and the homie, we had the same parole officer, and I remember the parole officer called me in because he had got out before me at this time, and man, the parole officer called me in, a little female, and tried to put me on special papers, talking about I couldn't go to South Park, nor could I be around Danny Ray Nichols, which was, you know, the homeboy Crazy Ray. And I looked at her, I'm like, homegirl, she told me she gonna lock me up on special conditions. You know, I'm like, hey, look, check this out. Because I had been out a couple of months at the time, but I had a white dude, parole officer, but he switched me over to her. And she had the nerve to tell my folks, tell him don't come down here with no blue on, because she had been seeing my wardrobe. I'm like, okay. I perfectly put all blue on from head to toe. I went to go see her. She tried to trip on that. I told her, I'm like, look, if you willing to buy my clothes, then I'll wear what you got, what you got. But until then, as long as I'm buying them, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. You know. Then she came up with them special conditions. I told her, I say, look, I'm gonna go and tell you now. You might as well handle your business, do what you're gonna do. I said, because when I leave up out your office, I'm going to get in the car with Danny Ray Nichols, and also we leaving here and we going to South Park. And that is what she talking about. I say I'm gonna have to lock you up. I'm gonna have to do this and that, you know. And she was the homie parole officer too. So you know when me and Cuz left, we talked to her. We talked about, you know, at that time, man, we decided, man, we just gonna kill her, homie. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna go and get rid of her. You know, that's just how crazy and deranged, you know what I'm saying, me and the homie was back then. Like I say, dude put in my comments one time, said, yeah, you know, y'all cartoon real funny. He real funny, but I bet back in the day he wasn't nothing to laugh about. And he right. You know what I'm saying? I can afford to be funny now. I can afford, you know what I'm saying, to remove the mask, let my hair down, how, you know, whatever, how people want to call it. Because, you know what I'm saying, I lived it, I done it, I got away from it. You know, I'm blessed to still be here. I'm blessed to be on the streets. And it's just a blessing, you know. So, you know, what I do now is I can just talk about those days, which what I'm doing right now. But yeah, we was gonna get rid of old girl. She, you know, she was gonna go. Only thing saved her is, you know, me and the homie going back to prison because she was out of here. Talk about splitting me and Cuz up. That wasn't gonna happen. No ifs and shapes about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, we was going through so much at this time, man. We was going through so much. Um, man, I had a car back then, man. Look, after man, my thing was when the street lights came on, man, don't be outside. Don't be outside, man. When the street lights came on and you was an enemy to fire travel line, don't be outside. But it was mostly directed at the villains um, at this time. So you know, man, it was to the point, man. I could drive through their hood. They knew my car. I could just drive through their hood, and people would go to running and hollering. I literally drove through their hood one time, well, a few times, and I've seen women run outside, grab their kids up out the front yard, hollering, pointing. That's their car. That's them. That's them. Grabbing their kids, running in the house, stumbling, falling. You know the whole hooker because man, they was getting it from me at that time every day. Every day. That's what I lived for. That's what I woke up for. That's what I was breathing for. To go over there and give it to them. You know, I just, you know, it's just, you know, product of my environment, y'all. That's gonna be the title of my book too. Product of my environment. And that's what they, you know, that's what me and Cubs were doing. They knew we was coming. They knew about us, man. They did not care about nobody else from my set. They really, really wanted me. You know what I'm saying? They really hated me. Because I was, you know, I write on walls. I love to write on walls, and I was real vocal. You know what I'm saying? My name was out there. You know what I'm saying? I was a bigger figure. You know, I'd go walk up in their hood and stand up on their streets, and just look around, be hollering out my name. I said, just dance somebody to say something. Right there on Central, 51st and Central, all up on Hooper. Just looking around on some crazy type stuff, man. I was wild as the Taliban. And so, man, It was just loose, man. I ain't gonna lie, they come through the hood one time, truckload of them, you know. And the homie was coming down the street, was walking down 56 or something, coming toward Avalon, and they jumped out the truck on the little homie. And where you from? Where they knew he was from the set. They found out he was from the set. They didn't even do nothing to him. When the homie got to the park, he's like, man, you know, the woo woo woo, the villains jumped out on me, man, the woo woo woo. Like, what happened? He say, man, all they wanted was cartoon. All they wanted was cartoon. They was looking for cartoon. You know what I'm saying? They said, man, they said, tell you, when they catch you, they gonna kill you. They gonna do this. They gonna do that. I'm like, for real? I'm like, yeah, okay. You know, I wore that as a badge of honor because, you know, man, please, you didn't want to mess with a picture of me back then. Y'all would sweat me to go back to jail so y'all could hang out after the street lights came on for real. They know what's happening. Get in some of them old ones. But yeah, man, you know, it was what it was. They wanted me. They would write my name on. They wouldn't even, like some old gang banging movies from back in the day. They wouldn't even write the set on the wall no more. They just write my name on the wall and cross it out, put the K behind it. You know, you cartoon killer everywhere. You know, yeah, which wasn't gonna happen because you know, I was hard as penitentiary steel, and I was gonna last 3 times as long. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mind worked back then. But anyway, man, I was doing so much, man. Look, I had a car at that time, man, had so many bullet holes in it, man. I was just riding around. Man, my car had so many bullet holes in it, man. I got tired of getting it patched up. I just said bump it. I just left it. I just left the holes out there, man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't the Swans shooting my car up, it was the villains shooting my car up. You know what I'm saying? Between the Swans and the villains, they was able to pop on me every day. Why? Because I was going to pop every day. You know, just doing some wild stuff. I mean, just wild as the Taliban, man. You know, but now the thing is, law of the land. You know, you can only do so much, man, before you know the chickens come home to roost. Before you know karma, nature, whatever it is, whatever title you want to put it in, it comes back to you. It starts to settle back in on you, and that's what had happened with me, man. I start feeling certain stuff. I start feeling it, and I wouldn't say nothing to the homie Crazy Ray because I didn't want him to look at me like I was soft or something. You know, like I'm getting scared. Which you know I wasn't getting scared, but I was getting cautious. I was becoming aware of what was going on. You know, and so you know, the little bit that I'm saying right now, you know, man, believe me, take what I'm saying right now and add 3 times more to it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's only so much I can speak on. You know, it's only so much I can say, but man, believe you me, that just a little bit I'm saying, look, add 3 more times to it on me. Really though, really though. So you know, it got to the point where I was feeling it. One night, you know, we was out doing a robbery, man. We was way out. We was way out. And you know, just senseless robbery, just doing some stuff, you know what I'm saying? I used to bide my time, you know, going out to do robberies before it was time for me to go, you know, put work in on the villains. You know, because that was like a job to me, you know, every day. Go rob and put working in on the villains. I had to put working on the villain. Wasn't going to stop, wasn't going to, you know, leave them alone. None of that. That was just what I had to do. I felt in my heart what I had to do. And so um, we was robbing one night, and a Mexican lady and a Mexican dude was getting out their car. I was parking the car, so the homie jumped out uh, with his heat. I had my heat, and you know, he snatched the purse from the Mexican lady, and you know, woo woo woo. So by the time I pull up, I walk past them. She's standing there. He telling her, "Shut up, don't say nothing." So the Mexican dude was locking the car, and when he turned around, I put the gun in his face. I told him, I say, "Fool, man, break yourself. You know what time it is, fool. You know what's up, man. Give me everything you got." And the dude looked at me. He had a big old giant Bible in his hand. And he looked at me. He said, man, Jesus loves you. I looked at him. I said, what? He said, man, Jesus loves you. And I looked at him, and a feeling came over me. And you know, I couldn't describe it at the time, but the only thing I knew was, Tune, if you rob these people, you won't live to see the end of the week. And it was on a Tuesday. I'll never forget, it was on a Tuesday. And I looked at him, and I felt it again in my spirit. It said, Tune, if you rob these people, you won't live to see the end of the week. And I heard it in my spirit, and I knew. Mama ain't raised no fools. I was raised up in church. And I backed away from him, and when I got to the homie, I snatched the purse from him. I threw the purse back to the lady, And I told him, man, y'all get on. And I spun around. I told the homie, I said, come on, cuz, let's go, let's go. He was like, what's up, man? You got to know, homie, let's go. Let's go. Leave that alone. So we got in the car, we were leaving. He was looking at me, tripping like, cuz, what's up? I said, man, that wasn't cool. That one wasn't right, homie. We just got to leave that one alone. Leave that alone. So, he left it alone, but he was tripping like, dang, because we had the money, we had this and that. I'm like, no, homie, let's go. We had to go. We had to go. So, the final straw was, one night, we were standing about 2 o'clock in the morning, about 3 o'clock in the morning. We were standing on 51st and Avalon in front of the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Just me and him, standing there, pistols in our hand, just trying to figure out where we going to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, we going to sleep in the car. You know what I'm saying? If we went sometime, man, we was going 2-3 days, with the same clothes on, sleeping in the car, getting up, you know what I'm saying, and just looking to put work in, looking to do something, looking to put work in. That's it, and that's all. Looking to just run up down them streets and gang bang. The whole hookup, man. I used to keep a whole case spray paint in the trunk. We go downtown and buy from the warehouse district. You get 24 cans of spray paint. I forgot, for $5, something like that. I don't remember. But you got, because you get two cans of each color, blue, 2 cans, white. You know what I'm saying, like that. Certain, but it come to I think it was like something like 24 cans, and we would buy, because I would go through it. Because I wrote on everything. I wrote all over LA back in the day, and we would throw the 2 cans of red out, and we would throw the 2 cans of burgundy out. We just throw them out. Ain't no need, but we weren't finna use them, but we kept the other ones. So that's, man, I might broad daylight anywhere. It didn't make no difference where I was at in LA, who hood I was in. Man, I'll stop and just, homie, like, keep the car running with the heat in his hand, and I'll just clack, 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 striking up, hitting it up, you know what I'm saying? Back during that time, man, everybody and their mama knew about Cartoon for Fire Trade, because I was striking LA up. I was writing on everything, Then I was putting that work in, mad work. So anyway, the last kind of incident, we had another incident where we was in Avalon Gardens, and the police had came in, and we ran, you know what I'm saying, we ran inside one of the homie spots, and we was like, cuz, police out there. So it's about 7 of us up in there, we tripping. So it was a little smoker broad in there. The homie was trying to, you know what I'm saying, do something with the little smoker broad. She act like she want to cry. So I'm telling her, like, cuz, man, make her be quiet. The police, we heard the police outside the window. The little radio. Now they on the porch. So, I got the heat in my hand. I ain't gonna even say what type of heat it was, but it knocked a hole in the elephant from 10 yards out. So, I tell her, I like, cuz, check this out. I say, homie, man, if the police knock on that door, try to get up in there, I say, cuz, I'm telling y'all now, we going to jail for murder on the police, cuz I'm busting, homie. They like, hold up, tune. I'm like, cuz, that's on Avalon. And when I said that back then, even now, though, but especially back then, I was on Avalon, cuz they know that's what it was going to be. So I'm knowing they like, man, god damn, we up in the house with this nut. He going to bust on the police, cuz, we finna ride this case. So, I had the heat out, pointed at the door. I'm like, cuz, they knock on that door, I'm dumping, homie, I'm dumping. They was on the porch. We heard them. They didn't bump. They didn't knock. They went on about their business. They went someplace else. We was in there quiet. But now the whole time, the little female, she act like she want to cry. She scared. The homie holding her mouth like, shut up, be quiet, be quiet. Because if the police hearing her crying, they going to want to knock. So they trying to make her be quiet to save themselves, because they got this fool, me, up in there acting like I'm finna, like it's finna go down, which it was. So, they end up leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, cuz, man, at first I was talking about killing her. You know what I'm saying? Tripping. And he almost got me sent to prison. But anyway, they dealt with her. So, they didn't hurt her or nothing. But we got on. Boom. And the whole time, it was a thought in the back of my head, man. God was talking to me about, you know what I'm saying? You better stop. You better stop. You better quit. You better stop. Your time is coming short. Your time is coming. Your time is coming. So, boom. I couldn't stop. I wouldn't stop. So the kind of straw that the last major feeling was a couple of weeks later, and that's when I'll tell you, we were standing on 51st and Avalon in front of the liquor store, me and homie, me and Crazy Ray, and like I say, we standing there with the pistols, and we just out, and I felt it, man. I'm telling you, it was right on my shoulder, homie. It was right on my shoulder, cuz I felt it, man. I couldn't hold it in no longer. I had to speak on it. So I tell Ray, I say, homie, I got something to tell you, homie. Don't laugh. He was like, cuz, I ain't gonna laugh, big homie. What's up? What's up? I say, cuz, man. I say, cuz, I'm just gonna say it, homie. He was like, what's up, cuz? Just say it. Um, I say, well, homie, I say, cuz, I feel death. He said, what? I say, homie, I feel death right over my shoulder, cuz. I feel it. He riding back of me. He riding back of me. He got his hand out like he want to touch me or something, homie. That's what I'm feeling. So, Ray looked at me, he said, cuz. He said, man, I've been feeling it too, homie. I just didn't want to say nothing because I didn't want you to clown. I'm like, well, for real? He like, yeah, Tune. I say, cuz, we got death on her. I say, homie, we doing too much. I say, cuz, it's only so much you can do before the chickens come home to roost. For you know what I'm saying? This junk come back and sit in our lap. He was like, I know, cuz. I say, homie, I feel him right in back of me, cuz, like somebody, like it's a tall person standing in back of me, breathing on me. And so I'm like, man. He was like, well, what we gonna do? I said, cuz, I don't know. I say, man, I don't know. I said, cuz, let's just ride it out. Either we gonna go back to jail, homie, or we gonna get killed. So we rode it out. We rode it out. We end up going back. I gotta cut this one short, homie, because I gotta go to work. But what we end up doing, homie, we end up going back to the pen, homie, get caught with a pistol and some stuff. We end up going back. But that's how that ended. But man, listen, if, people that's out there that was in that life like that, that's really in that life like that, man, I'm telling you, it's only so much you can do before it come back on you. You know what I'm saying? Before God come, get his just due. Either you can go spend a whole bunch of years in prison, or you're gonna be a hump in the ground. You know what I'm saying? One of them white folks cemetery. So I'm just that was just a little quick story. I was gonna say about how God saved me. God let me know, man, get your life right. Stop, man. Stop. But He spared me due to the prayers of my mother and my family and stuff. Instead of instead of Him letting me lose my life, He set me down in prisons for a whole bunch of years, and that's what happened. I'm sad to say, my homeboy Crazy Ray, he ended up losing his life, and it hurted me bad. It hurted me bad, y'all. But life goes on. It is what it is. So I gotta go. I gotta go to work. Love y'all. Foundation Nation forever. And like in the words that I always say, homie, a gang or don't bang. Avalon, I'm out.